So I get so many questions on the regular basis about where do I get my wallpapers? Where'd you get that dope Gohan wallpaper? I got a couple of questions about the Rengoku one for my Demon Slayer fans. So instead of constantly trying to like walk people through it over comment, texting, kind of wanted to do this quick tutorial just to show you all exactly how I get my wallpapers, how to install the program, how to use it, all that stuff. So let's go ahead and get into it. This is Wallpaper Engine, an app showcase. All right, so getting right into it, you can see I already switched over to the top-down camera here, so that way y'all can see exactly what I'm doing on my device. I got the Z Fold 5 in, so what I did was I unpaired Wallpaper Engine. As you can see, I got the same Gohan wallpaper there. I unpaired it from this device so I can go through the entirety of the setup process with you all. Let me turn on that brightness down just a bit so that way it's not blowing out or anything. All right, cool. So we're going to walk through this process together. That way I can make sure that y'all follow exactly what's going on. So one last kind of caveat, if you are on iOS, this is not going to work. While there is a Steam Mac application, and I'm pretty sure that the application itself, Wallpaper Engine, does work for Mac OS, the Mac OS version of Steam. iOS doesn't support live wallpapers the same way that Android does. So unfortunately, if you have an iPhone, you are out of luck until Apple kind of changes things on their end. So yeah, I'll kind of leave it at that. So if you have an iPhone, this isn't the video for you. I'm going to tell you right off the bat. You can go ahead and maybe check out some other videos on some other dope wallpapers, but let's get into it. So all of this is fueled through, and actually I'll bring it up here on the Play Store. All of this is fueled through Wallpaper Engine. Let me bring up the Play Store thing, and we'll go ahead and open this up. So it's all fueled through Wallpaper Engine. Now, to my knowledge, you don't have to be in the beta or anything like that, to take advantage of this. I just have a really bad habit of putting beta software on everything. But either way, so that's going to be the application that you're going to need to install on your phone. Now, the phone version of the application is free. However, the Steam portion of it, and we're going to get into that here in a second, the Steam portion of the app that you download on the PC or the Mac side is, I want to say, $2.99. So let's go ahead and pull up Steam. And if you haven't pulled up Steam or haven't downloaded it, for my PC people and even some of my Mac people, you all know exactly what Steam is. This is pretty much just a, platform or marketplace designed to sell PC games. So if you're a PC gamer, you know exactly what Steam is. So you're going to open up the Steam store. You're going to hit that search, and then we're going to literally type in Wallpaper Engine, and you can see it's right there. And I actually lied, my bad. It's actually $3.99, not $2.99. So let me see if I can make this a little bit bigger for y'all. Nah, it doesn't look like I can zoom in. Sorry about that. But either way, so this is Wallpaper Engine, and you'll see it's about $3.99, so $4 isn't anything too steep, and you only have to pay that one time, and you're set for life as far as I know. So this is what it looks like. And like I said, once you get this downloaded and installed, and it has obviously the whole buy to cart. I've already paid for it, so I already have it, but you'll add to cart, you'll check out and pay for it and all that good stuff. Now, once you do that, you're not going to need Steam, anymore for the most part. Now, once you get it and you go ahead and have it launched, quick other tip as well. If you're in a situation where you're trying to launch Wallpaper Engine and nothing's happening, check your taskbar at the bottom. I can't show you guys here on this PC because this is my secondary monitor and I don't want to switch over to the other monitor. But check your little taskbar, your little hidden icons. Check those for a Wallpaper Engine icon. You'll right click on that and it'll have a button that says change wallpaper at the very top. Click that and it should launch you right into Wallpaper Engine. Now, if you're launching it for the first time, you probably won't have that issue, but that's kind of just, forward thinking a bit. So you can already see I have some wallpapers downloaded. I even have some images. Yes, you can literally come down here, go open wallpaper. You can create a new one, open an offline one, or you can open a background image. So like if you have photos like from the Christmas photo shoot that, me and my family do every year, I'll go ahead and throw this one up there and you can see me and the missus. So you can even put in, normal images and things like that and use those within Wallpaper Engine as well. Obviously, your boy is kind of sold on the Gohan. For anyone that doesn't know, Gohan is my favorite DBZ or just Dragon Ball in general character. That's the homie right there. I also got some Cyberpunk Edge Runners going on. And then I got the homie Byakuya from Bleach, if you guys are aware. And then obviously from Demon Slayer, the GOAT, Rengoku, RIP, big homie. So let's go ahead and talk about how you're searching these, how you're finding them. So first and foremost, let's just say, for example, you're looking for this Gohan one, or actually, we'll do the Rengoku one. We'll do the Rengoku one. So let's say, for example, you want to search for some new wallpapers. You want to go to this Discover tab here at the top. Steam. Oh, okay. My apologies. It looks like Steam didn't. Sorry about that. Quick little technical glitch or whatever. If you have the little icon up here saying that it can't connect to Steam or whatever the case may be, that's fine. You haven't broken anything. Just make sure you open up Steam, make sure Steam is 100% updated, then just close down Wallpaper Engine. So don't use the X. Actually go to the little taskbar that I mentioned earlier, right click and hit quit. Completely quit out of Wallpaper Engine and then just relaunch it and you'll be fine. So sorry about that. Let's go ahead and continue on. So if you want to search for content, we're going to go ahead and hit Discover, and we're going to hit search. Now, the easiest way to find wallpapers that are going to be compatible with mobile, because not every one of them are, is to use this filter option here. I always make sure you check mobile compatible. I go down to resolution, and I always make sure that 4K is checked, because obviously we want the highest quality wallpapers. And then I'm just going to bring that back up. Now you can see I have, out of all the different tags, which are just your filters that help you find specific wallpapers, I have anime checked. Now, there is a pretty cool Jujutsu Kaisen one that I actually want to look at, and there it is. So for those that don't know, Nobara, she's a character from Jujutsu Kaisen. This one's actually really, really dope. Now, once you find a wallpaper that you like, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button on the right side. It'll take a second to install. And then as you can see there, I'll actually take the volume on that down, because some of these wallpapers do come with some extra settings here on the side, like volume, the different color scheme, the playback rate. If you increase that, it just makes the animations from the wallpaper play a little bit faster. Things like that. I'll take that back down to like 100 or whatever, because I typically find that 100 is the sweet spot. The mouse parallax, you can see as I move the mouse that the wallpaper actually moves as well. So quite a few different options, but like I said, this is just a really dope wallpaper. So now we found one that we like. Now I'm going to show you all how to actually get it on your phone. So what you want to do is actually go up here to the top. You'll see mobile displays and settings. You're going to click on mobile. Now you can already see I have my Pixel Fold and my S23 Ultra paired and ready to go. You're going to hit connect a new device, and it's going to give you this little pin code. Now I'm going to take my Z Fold, and I'm going to go ahead and open it here. You're going to get a button that says not connected, and y'all can kind of see it says not connected. Now what I'm going to do is hit add here at the bottom, and there's a button that says pair with computer. I'm going to click that. Now you got to make sure that you're on Wi-Fi for this to work. I'm going to go ahead and hit that, and then 8257, and then you'll see it connects it. So once you connect it that one time, you'll never have to go in and actually connect it again. You'll only have to connect it the one time, and you'll be good to go. So once you see that green connected to whatever PC you're trying to connect to, then you're going to come over back to the PC, and then you'll see this button pops up under mobile devices that says send to, and whatever device is currently paired. So you're going to hit that send to button. Now for this section, be very, very clear on where I'm going to click. I always choose pre-rendered, because essentially what that does is create the video for you, and then it'll just continuously loop rather than trying to have it dynamic. I just find that doing the dynamic option is really taxing on your phone in terms of battery life, in terms of performance. So I always stick with that high performance pre-rendered option. For the video cropping, this typically what I always do is go to keep the original aspect ratio, and I'll show you why here in a second, especially on these foldables. So keep that original aspect ratio. For the video preset, I change that from original to 4K always, and for the FPS, I always go 60 FPS because it's going to look more fluid on your actual device. Now once you do that, you hit OK. Now you're going to see this bottom bar here as it actually sends the wallpaper to your device. You'll also see on your device a little download pending button. So you'll actually see and get that there. Now this process can take a little bit of time. I'll say anywhere from about 3 to 5 minutes, maybe a little bit longer, depending on how big the file is. So give that some time. And like I said, it should be downloaded in no time. All right. Now, once it concludes, you'll see you have your wallpaper here. From there, you just give it a quick click and bam, there you have it. Now, a couple of little tidbits here. If you pull up this little, oh, not go home, but actually pull up this bar, you get some of the same options, not quite all the same as what you have on the PC side, but you do get quite a few options. Playback rate, I typically leave that at 100 on my Android devices or just on my devices in general, aside from the PC. Just because I find that pushing that playback rate up just causes you to go through that pre-rendered loop a lot faster. You'll also have some wallpapers that will actually freeze on you. Like the Gohan one that I always use, that one tends to freeze on me if I try to push that playback rate too high. So just keep that in mind. Now for the Pixel Fold users, because your displays are kind of continuous from the inside to the cover screen, you're going to want to make sure that you crop it perfectly for your cover screen. So you're going to want to more so play it to the cover screen to actually get a good idea of where you want to be at. For my Z Fold users, obviously, you all can switch different wallpapers between the cover screen and the inside screen, so you're not going to have to worry about that. So I'm just going to move this over just a bit, hit that button up there. You'll see wallpaper has been applied. Now, if you're doing this for the first time, you might get like a little wallpaper preview where it'll say set wallpaper. You'll choose home screen and lock screen, all that good stuff, and then just keep it going from there. Now, as you can see, when I swipe up, I have the home girl Nabara on the cover screen. So that, and in my opinion, that actually looks really, really solid. If she was one of my favorite characters, I probably would rock this wallpaper normally. Now, going back into Wallpaper Engine, let me open it up because we also need to set it for the internal screen too. I'm going to click the same button. Wallpaper has been applied. Go home, and there you have it. And that's Wallpaper Engine in a nutshell. So, like I said, something super easy, super quick, doesn't take a whole lot of time to set up or maintain or anything like that. Let me go back and throw back on the Gohan. I'll set that one, and then we'll go to the cover screen. And then with this, I typically leave it as is and then hit it again. And then as you can see, Gohan's back on the cover screen and back on the internal screen as well. So again, Wallpaper Engine, well worth the $399 asking price, if you ask me. They have a ton of dope wallpapers. You can already see all the different categories. You got some abstract, some cyberpunk, some CGI, some anime, some pixel art, sports, technology, vehicles. So a ton of different options and a ton of things to check out. So that's going to do it for this one. That is Wallpaper Engine. As always, thank you so much for the love and the support. This is Ike's Tech Talk. I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.